At Eden Prairie tonight, Mike Grant and the Eagles, defending state champions against Rochester Mayo, first quarter. Jeremy Myers, halfback pass. Jeff Chauncey's open, 77-yard touchdown play. The Eagles use a little trickery to take the lead 7-0. In the second quarter, 4th and goal for Mayo at the 1. You want to see this defense? Check out Jamal Thomas with a tackle. 30 seconds left in the half to stop Rochester Mayo. Eden Prairie's defense has given up less than 200 yards a game, and they do it sometimes with intimidation. Listen to this hit by Brett Sorensen. He stuffed him. Third quarter, first possession for the Eagles. Ricky Fritz, 32 yards to guess who? Jeff Chauncey. The touchdown gives the Eagles a 14-3 lead, and they would not look back. Into the fourth quarter, Matt Clark will score from a yard out, and the defending champion is heading to the semifinals. 21-3 the final, and let's hear from the winners.
Our defense has played great all year. It really played great for 2 years, and you know, giving up the 3-point, but the big play was holding them at right before half down inside our 5 on 4 shots, and I think that really sparked us in the second half.
We feel great since it's our senior year. We just really what we've worked for 4 years. I mean, we put our hearts out on the field tonight, and the defense played a great job, and our offensive line blocked really well for Ricky to throw the ball.
All right, Blaine at St. Cloud, Juan Ariano. We stayed for this entire football game, and this was a great game. Jeff Ekman scores for Blaine. They led it 14-0. We could have left after this. We stuck it out, and look at the highlights we got tonight. Mike Holman to Jesse Schabel, 49 yards for St. Cloud Tech. They're back in the football game with this touchdown, 14-7. Next series, the usually reliable Marvin Spencer will cough up the football. St. Cloud Tech will recover, and they will go right back to work on the offensive end. This time it's Holman on the screen pass to Scott Schmitz. He will take it 65 yards for the touchdown. This game was tied 14-all. Remember, Blaine undefeated heading into the game. On the ensuing kickoff, the Bengals will come up big. Watch number 7, Riondo Davis. He'll take it at the 12. He'll bounce off a couple of defenders, and he's gone. 88 yards for the touchdown, and just like that, Blaine is back in front. St. Cloud Tech driving for another score before the half. Watch Lou Phillip, number 45. He's their inside linebacker. Stuffs them. Third quarter, St. Cloud Tech, Holman again, to Schabel again. 75 yards. Blaine's defense, which has been phenomenal all season, coughing up some big plays. 283 yards passing for Holman, fourth quarter. Juan Ariano had a big night. 38 yards on the inside handoff, similar to the first play we saw. This made it 31-20, Blaine in front. Randy Cummings gets a late touchdown for St. Cloud Tech to make it 31-26. They go for the 2-point conversion, and they get it, but they never get the ball back. Blaine wins it 31-28 to hold on in a wild game in St. Cloud. Hastings against White Bear Lake. Charlie Black's the quarterback, number 4 in white. See you later. 55 yards on this touchdown run, and Hastings leads 14-0 over White Bear Lake. But the Bears were not about to give it up. Greg Kaczynski to Matt Joseph. This will set up their first score of the night. Kaczynski on the keeper. The Hastings lead cut to 14-7. Hastings on the move again. Charlie Black is the quarterback. This one's going to come right at you. Dan Welch is out of bounds at the 9-yard line, but it sets up a touchdown. Black to Mark Johnson, who outleaps the defenders. The final tonight. Hastings with a great season. They rolled to the semis, 28-21, the final over White Bear Lake. Now let's go to Armstrong. What a great game. What a great play. Rashad Gilbert, Yarzu slow one, right at you. Touchdown, 7-0 Armstrong over Cretin-Derham Hall. It was 7-2 when Gilbert busted loose. This kid can play. 79 yards on the touchdown run. Armstrong led 14-2 over previously undefeated Cretin-Derham Hall. Jerry Birch is number 22 for Creighton. He will score the short touchdown run to cut the lead to 14-8. It was 15-14 Armstrong third quarter. Watch this. Gilbert behind some great blocking. He's gone again. Touchdown for Armstrong, 22-15. Fourth quarter field goal try? No, they faked it. Corey Boyer will score with less than a minute to go. Armstrong wins tonight 29-15 in an emotional victory. And let's hear from the winners.
They didn't give up tonight when it was down. It was one of the hardest hitting games I think I've seen in a long time, and our kids really came to play, and their kids did too. That's a heck of a ball team. That Cretin-Derham Hall is one fine club, and we're just fortunate to get where we are.
I think we have a good chance for a pretty fast team on dome turf, and I hope we can do well. I hope we have a good week of practice, and I hope we play well.
On a weekend when Blaze Orange will be featured prominently in Minnesota, a perennial football power played a program on the rise. And before the game, a head coach's fashion statement or a pregame psych job.
I don't claim to be superstitious or anything, but I've worn those for 2 years, and you know, when it's this cold, I put them on underneath. But I thought I'd go try it in the pregame, and I'm not that dumb, though. I had to go put the sweats on.
Even with his calves covered, Schleif had the Panthers ready to play. On the game's second play from scrimmage, Kurt Olson connects with Leif Murphy on a play called 127 Go. It covers 39 yards, and it gives the Panthers a first and goal at the St. Thomas 5.
Everybody goes, and the free safety will either go to the backside or to Leif, and Leif usually gets by him. If Leif gets by him, then it's gone.
One play later, Joe Hanrahan runs right and scores, and the Panthers pounce on a 7-0 lead with less than 2 minutes gone in the game. The X factor for St. Thomas was senior back Xavier Smith, but the Panthers were geared to stop the Cadets' ground game, forcing a Smith fumble in the process.
We knew if they couldn't run the ball on us, that's what they did a lot, so if they were passing, they'd be out of their element, and they did pretty well against us towards the end of the game, but we came through in the end with their pass rush.
Forced to pass, Cadet quarterback David Rye found himself besieged by Murphy and the Panther defense, giving the ball back to the Spring Lake Park attack, and the Panthers went back to 127 Go.
That was the same play, but it was the backside guy was open on that one, so you run it up to Leif, and that guy's, they're going to be covering him, so then he'll be open on the backside.
This time it's Kenny Morin making the catch on a 38-yard scoring strike, and Spring Lake Park leads St. Thomas 14-0 at the half.
We're awesome, and they're zero! Nothing, baby! We're number one!
So as you can probably tell, they're fairly confident in the Spring Lake Park side that this thing's already in the bag. However, over on the St. Thomas side, there's a young man who claims to know the Tommy's plan.
We're letting them think that they're so good they don't have to try. They don't have to try second half. And then all of a sudden, bam, we're on them. And the score's 14.
The plan focused on Smith, and Xavier starts to find cracks, but no gaping holes in the Panther D. Meanwhile, Mike Burkhart and the Cadet defense were giving up nothing on their side of the football, returning the ball to the St. Thomas offense with 4:45 to play in the game. With their backs to the wall, Rye leads the Cadets on a desperate march. The connection to Nate Howard has St. Thomas deep in Panther territory. Then, on 3rd and 10 from the 27, Rye looks for Connor Murphy, who makes a great adjustment on the football, and the Cadets cut Spring Lake Park's lead to 14-7 with 3:35 to play. The onside kick would fail, but St. Thomas gets the ball back for one last shot. But without a 127 go in their arsenal, the Cadets would come up empty. Spring Lake Park advances to the Class 4A semifinals with a 14-7 win over St. Thomas.
And they're a close-knit group, and I heard somebody at the end yell, "I love you guys," and you know, that's just the way they are. They hold hands in a huddle. They do everything together. Tonight we're all going over to one guy's house to eat pasta and hot dogs and drink pop and just
watch the Care 11 Prep Sports Extra.
Never miss it.
1, 2, 3,
I'm not sure what they just said, but I think it has something to do with 127 Go. For the Prep Sports Extra, I'm Tim McNiff.
Well, Spring Lake Park advances, and so does Hutchinson. Tonight we were in Hutch when they took on Washburn. Whoops. Snap over the punter's head. It's a safety. 12-7 Hutch in front, second quarter. Washburn's on the move. Larry Wright, 5 yards for the touchdown coming up to make it 20-14. Hutch still leading in this football game. Chris Davis had a great night. 4 touchdowns for Hutchinson. They used a little trickery, too, in the second quarter. Watch the halfback pass. Ryan Caping to Matt Polgravic to make it 31-14. The final was 61-28. Hutch winning tonight over Washburn.
Hastings, Eden Prairie. Charlie Black is the quarterback for Hastings. He will throw this one for 99 yards and a touchdown. Mark Johnson hauls it in, and he's gone. And just like that, it's 7-0 in favor of the Raiders. Eden Prairie comes right back. Watch this. A little trickery by Mike Grant and company. Ricky Fritz on the flea flicker. Nate Reed is open. Touchdown final tonight, 38-22. Eden Prairie's going to the Prep Bowl. Northfield against Spring Lake Park. Jason Holm to Matt Geiger. The Raiders would win this game and upset the #1 rated team in 4A. Mickey Peterson, 41-yard touchdown, not enough. 24-14, Northfield wins tonight.